Well, it was great getting to be back home in front of our fans for real this time, not in an exhibition. But no, very pleased with the way that we were able to kick things off. I think we've got just obviously we have a lot of depth on this team, and games like tonight were good for us to look at different lineups and kind of see how we can play that depth and utilize that together. But all in all, just was a really good outing. I think that we definitely have some areas that we need to improve on. Sometimes it can be hard in games like that to really appreciate playing the game the right way and being fundamentally sound. And I think we could have been better at that later in the second half. But for the most part, really proud of the way that we shared the ball, moved the ball, and ultimately it's just feels good to get that first one under your belt.
Question?
Yeah, just a lot of newcomers tonight, making their first appearance. Just what do you think overall about some of the new faces fans saw today?
I mean, I was really excited for them to finally get to, play in front of our fans. I've been blessed to get to see them since June. So I was not surprised by anyone. I see Timmy do what she did tonight every single day. I can't say that anything was really surprising, but I was just really excited and happy for them to really, just get to start this new chapter here. And thought that everyone who came for the first time or returned just had a really good outing.
54 rebounds, 14 steals. I mean, what can you say about your team's ability to just swarm to the ball?
Well, I think that our effort is everything that we're needing it to be right now. I've said this already a couple times, but I just really love coaching this team because of the effort that they put in every single play. I never have to coach effort, and I think that's one of the things that makes us a really good basketball team. And that effort was reflected tonight in the stats that you just mentioned, particularly on the glass.
There were twice last season that this team had over 100 points, obviously getting started with another 100-point performance this season, and we know how that season turned out last year and some of the expectations and then the things that went into that. What is really kind of the building block, seeing an offensive output tonight that's in kind of rare company like that?
Sure. I think, again, just depth, just the fact that we have so many bodies that we are able to play at a pace and a speed that maybe some other teams that I've coached couldn't, just because it's hard to maintain for 40 minutes. But right now we have a lot of weapons that, are able to come in and really just kind of empty their tank and do their job. And then we can, come in a second wave, a third wave with our bench. And our bench is doing a really great job right now for us. I think that's an area that I'm really pleased. It's a real blessing to have the depth that we have, where you feel like when you sub, you are almost taking the game to another level. And I do think that we have that ability right now. We've got a lot of players on our team who are used to starting or have, always started schools they came from. But they're really doing a great job right now of just buying into their role, asking them, doing the things that we're asking them to do. And I think that what you're seeing on an offensive production is because of the buy-in to the depth of our team.
Forced 24 turnovers tonight. Just what did you like on the defensive end?
Yeah, I mean, I think someone said the word earlier, but swarming. That's who we want to be. We want to really be relentless on the ball, off the ball, just make it hard for people to, catch in the spots they want to catch. And we really want to be disruptive on that end of the floor. Again, because of our depth, we feel like we can do that. We can really get after people, pick up full court. So that's an area that, quite frankly, honestly, like, even though maybe you wouldn't think it by looking at the scoreboard. I think we still have to get a lot better there. I think we gave up too many layups tonight, put them at the free throw line a little bit more than what we needed. But ultimately, I like the effort that we're giving on that end of the floor, and our team is understanding that that's really where that easy offense can come from for us.
Haleigh, how has your offseason been trying to get acclimated to a new city, new team, new system? What has gone into that for you? And Coach, you're welcome to chime in on what you guys have been trying to do.
Yeah, I think I picked Oklahoma State because it felt like home when I visited here, and I think that made the acclimation like really simple and easy. And honestly, like I felt such a peace ever since I got here. And I think it just speaks to like the coaching staff and the community and just like the culture that's cultivated here. I really didn't like struggle to settle in at all. And I think just the style of play and just the support like through all aspects of our lives, even like off the court, has really like helped me settle in like right away and very quickly.
Yeah, she's been great. She is a very mature young lady, and she knows what she wants. She knows what she doesn't want. She's got courage to stand up for those things, whatever they look like, which I think is ultimately why she's here. And I know that for me personally, I have had to play against this girl way more times than I would have ever liked at my previous schools and here at Oklahoma State last season. But I've just always had so much respect for her, the way that she plays the game, the way that she goes about her daily work. And now, you know, getting to know her as a person, she's even greater than I ever thought. And so I know for me, I'm just really, really grateful that she's here. And I know everyone here feels that way. She's just someone that everyone really looks to for her experience. She's a winner. I mean, we were just talking the other day as a team. I think she's won like 88% of the games that she's played in college. That is insane. And we lost a lot last year from a couple people, and feel like she was the perfect person to come in and really help fill some big holes. And you know, we had a great season last year, but we want to take a step forward. And I think that she's the perfect person to help us do that because she knows what it takes. And she's just a perfect fit for us culturally.
Micah and Haleigh, can y'all just kind of talk a bit like the ball movement y'all had tonight? I mean, just kind of how does that help you guys as shooters?
Like the most fun part of our team is that we just hunt the hottest hand, and sharing the ball is so much fun when we just push it up the court and find the shooter. And I think that just speaks to our selflessness and just how bought in we are for each other. Like Coach talked about, we have so much depth that it doesn't really matter who's shooting it. Like, as long as we find the open player, like, we're going to be successful. And so I think just getting to those shots is what we really focus on.
I definitely agree with her. It's definitely like a free and flowing game, like when we're moving the ball. It's just so many options on the floor. Like she said, whoever shoots it, you know, it's going in. So, yeah.
Jacie, we've talked about, you know, Haleigh and Macy, or Micah, sorry. I don't know why I've done that twice today, sorry. Getting the ball to the outside, but there was also a lot of success getting the ball inside. Kind of just looking at the way that your offense flows, are you wanting to kind of go inside out with it to establish something inside and free up opportunities like that on the perimeter, or is it kind of the other way?
Well, I think we always want to get shots as close to the rim as possible, right? So whatever that looks like, for us, our transition is very, very important, and we have post players who are really skilled at running the floor and can, you know, just play at a pace that I think a lot of other bigger bodies struggle to do. So that's an area where we want to play inside as much as possible, but they're doing such a great job right now of running the floor and kind of sucking in the help that it frees up our shooters. But, you know, the hope is that we have a threat on, you know, the perimeter and inside. And so whatever that looks like on any given night, we're just going to take what we can get to ultimately help us win. And I think it depends on your matchup and your opponent and what they've got. But right now, we're just really focused on finding the best shot on the floor, whatever that may be.
You're up 60 in that final minute. Most people would take their foot off the gas a little bit, and Lena's out here, forcing a turnover. I mean, what can you say just kind of about her drive and ethic?
That's Lena all the time. And that's who we all want to be all the time, especially on the defensive end, right? But Lena she loves this game. She truly, truly loves the game. So, in her mind, in the last 10 seconds, I promise you she was probably disappointed because she knew the game was almost over. Like, she just wants to make the most of every second that she gets on the floor. And in practice, she's that way as well. She's fearless. And I love that about her. I think that that's really something that sets her apart as a freshman, is that she has that fearlessness and that love for the game. I hope she never loses that, and I don't think she will.
Anything else? Thank you all.
Thanks, guys.